Paul Strumpler. Good afternoon, sir.
I'm here for the matter at hand.
Have a seat, please.
Thank you.
And did I mispronounce your last name? I said Strupler. I don't know. Is that how you pronounce it?
You can pronounce it how you like. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad to pronounce it however you do.
Yep. With the family of Strumpler. And I'm here on behalf of the named defendant. And
Well, are you Paul Strumpler?
my name is Paul Robert of the family of Strumpler.
Okay.
P, lowercase a.
So you're the defendant then?
No,
Okay, well then you can have a seat because I'm looking for the defendant.
defendant is right here.
Okay. You're either Paul Robert Strumpler or you're not. So if you are, please have a seat. If you're not, you may have a seat in the benches. Otherwise, you may sit at the table if you're the defendant.
Can I please show you that the defendant is right here?
No. You may have a seat in that chair and then I'll call your case.
Okay.
You don't want to, are you not the defendant?
I'd like to retain my rights.
You can retain your rights,
Thank you.
but are you the defendant, Paul Robert Strumpler?
As I said, I am here on behalf of the defendant under special limited appearance.
Can you make sure the microphone is tipped towards your mouth there? Thank you.
I'm here under special limited appearance on behalf of the named defendant.
Okay, I don't know what that means. I just need to know whether you are Paul Robert Strumpler.
You can refer to me as Paul, yes.
Okay. I'm going to take it that you are Paul Robert Strumpler, the defendant in this case. I'm going to call the case now. We're on the record in 25T422, People versus Paul Robert Strumpler. Mr. Strumpler is present in court in person, pro se today. Mr. Garrett is here for the district attorney's office. We're scheduled today for appearance of counsel. Mr. Strumpler, last time you were in court, I believe you said that you were considering getting an attorney. Have you obtained an attorney?
I was wondering if you had a chance to look over any of the exhibits that were filed recently into the case.
I see that you filed a number of things yesterday,
Mhm.
and I have not looked at them, but based upon their titles, they are meaningless in this case.
Well, the reason I brought that up is because some of those documents pertain to the attorney issue.
Okay, which one?
You could go to the one titled General POA, and I can give you the exhibit number here in a moment.
Okay.
That would be exhibit 5.
All right, I'm looking at what is labeled exhibit 5. Okay, I don't understand what this is. Well, how does this have to do with you getting an attorney?
Well, I am a attorney in fact for Paul Robert
You're an
Strumpler.
attorney?
Correct, an attorney in fact.
Okay, what is your bar license number?
Attorney in fact is not part of the bar.
Okay, so then you're not a licensed attorney, so you cannot represent anybody as an attorney, but as I understand it, you're the defendant. So what do you want to do in this case, Mr. Strumpler? Do you want to plead guilty or not guilty? Do you want to get an attorney? Do you want to talk to the prosecutor? What do you want to do? Those are some of your options.
I'm wondering if you would please go through the documents pertaining to jurisdiction and the attorney issue so that we can, further have this conversation. If that's going to take some more time, that's fine. I was under the impression that I was here today just to explain whether I would be here pro se or not. I prefer to be here sui juris pro per, and if you prefer pro se, we can go with that. For the record, I prefer sui juris pro per, and it would be nice to know if you have gone through these documents in full so that the information is in both our minds.
So let me explain something to you. You can file documents with the court, but they don't mean anything unless you're asking me to do something. If you're asking me to do something, you would file a motion to whatever. I don't know what you might want to
Sure.
ask me to do.
Sure.
Just filing, for example, all these documents, ecclesiastical deed poll, all these exhibits, notice, last will, none of this is it's all meaningless. It has no meaning in this case or effect. Mr. Garrett?
And Your Honor, because I saw the exhibits that were submitted to our office, and then as well as kind of what we've seen today. I know it's kind of rare for the prosecution to express concerns in competency, but at this time, I think I would be asking. I do have concerns for competency, and I would be asking the court to order an out of custody comp eval.
Okay. I think I'm going to want you to do that in writing.
Okay.
I want to have that documented. Okay. So, Mr. Strumpler, at this point in your case, all we're talking about is whether you want to have an attorney or not, and whether you want to plead guilty or not guilty, and set it for trial. So that's what we're trying to decide right now.
I'm aware. I would like to know who's bringing the claims and to see the claim before I can plead to any charges.
So it's the district attorney, the elected district attorney on
Right.
behalf of the people of the state of Colorado. They are the ones that are prosecuting you.
Right.
So they're the ones bringing the charges.
May I have a moment to speak further? Because I believe there's some presumptions that are being presumed here that I would like to challenge for the record.
No, you may tell me if you want to represent yourself or if you want to get an attorney. That's one question I have. And the other question you may answer is whether you want to plead guilty or not guilty. Those are the two questions I have for you today. Those are the questions you may answer.
I'm here on behalf of myself. I've given you, again, I don't have the charges in front of me, so if you can provide them to me, that would be great. But
So the only thing that I have in your case, sir, is I have the affidavit in support of warrantless arrest.
right?
And I have the complaint with the charges, so I'm printing those out for you.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what do you want to do with regard to an attorney? Do you want to represent yourself, hire your own attorney, or apply for the public defender to represent
I'll
you?
represent myself.
Represent yourself, okay.
Sure.
And then do you want to plead not guilty and set the case for trial today? Or do you want to enter into negotiations with the district attorney?
What would the negotiations look like?
Well, typically, the district attorney would make you an offer.
Mm-hmm.
They would say, if you plead guilty to this charge, these charges will be dismissed, and we'll agree to make these concessions for sentencing. So now I don't have control over them. They are their own office. They don't have to talk to you. They don't have to make you an offer, but they usually will if you want.
Right. I would like to ask about the administration of the estate and how we can just take care of it possibly more so in the private. Is there any reason we can't move this into the private?
This is a criminal case, so you are facing possible jail time. And this is not a private matter, it's a public criminal matter.
Okay.
Did we give him those documents? We can go ahead and do that. Thank you. Now, I think there's a blood test in this case. Is that right, Mr. Garrett?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Strumpler, I'll come back to you. Mr. Garrett, how would you like to proceed on this case? Would you like to set this for trial? Would you like to just have a status conference for the blood test results? What's your perspective?
So The charge date was November 12th, so we're not even a month out. And based off how long it's been taking to get the blood results, I would just ask for a status conference with the blood.
Okay. And if Mr. Strumpler is wanting to talk with you about his case, are you willing to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Strumpler, then what I'm planning to do is set this for what's called a status conference. So in January, or maybe even February, because there's blood test results that the district attorney would like to get before they decide what they want to do. But let me explain a right that you have. You have a right to be brought to trial within 6 months. Okay. So in order to get that's called a speedy trial clock.
Right.
In order to get that speedy trial clock running, you have to plead not guilty. So you do have that right to plead not guilty and get the speedy trial clock running if you want to, or you can wait to do that and talk with the DA if you want to.
Wait to get the speedy trial clock running.
Yeah, the 6-month speedy trial clock doesn't start running until you say not guilty. Then it starts.
Okay.
So you can do that today, or you can wait until the next time we come to court. And between now and then, if you want to, you may try to talk to Mr. Garrett about your case. You don't have to, but you may.
And the other date you said was February.
Oh, I was thinking I'd probably set this out. Do you want to go into February, Mr. Garrett? Like February 4 or 11?
February 11th works.
February 11 is 10 weeks. So that's what Mr. Garrett is proposing.
For us to come back and speak some more.
Yeah, to see if there's any change in your position, his position, or if we have the blood test results. We probably won't by then, but it's a check-in date.
Okay.
And if between now and then, if you change your mind and you want to get an attorney, you go ahead and do that.
Okay. And then at that time, I would then have the chance to plead not guilty
If
and
you
start
want
the
to.
clock.
Yes.
All right. That would be ideal, I suppose, to go ahead and shoot for that date if you'd like, and then we
Okay.
can have a chance to convene in the meantime.
Do you
And on
prefer,
that date.
do you prefer coming back at 11 a.m. or 3 p.m.?
Let's do 3.
3 p.m.
Yep.
on February 11. We'll be scheduled for a status conference. Mr. Strumpler, let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you understand my role as judge?
From what I'm aware of, you're here to fairly run the court proceedings, and just to be a moderator, basically. This is in a sense the one who I'm opposed with in this hearing.
Okay. And for the record, you're pointing over to Mr. Garrett, that side, that table,
For the record,
prosecution.
yes,
Yep.
yes,
Okay, so they're prosecuting you.
yes.
Okay. And do you understand, I think we talked about this, but do you understand the possible penalties for these charges, or do you want me to go over that again with you?
I'm aware of them.
Okay. Do you know the maximum jail sentence for driving under the influence?
Was it up to a year?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay. And do you understand that you have the right to plead not guilty and have a trial to determine if you're guilty?
Yes.
So at the trial, that could either be to a judge or a jury. And do you understand that it's the prosecution's burden to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And do you understand you have the right to remain silent at a trial?
Yes.
But you also could testify. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Garrett, it may be obvious. I'm trying to probe a little bit into competency. Any other questions that you can think of that you'd recommend I ask regarding competency?
Not this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Strumpler, do you have any other questions for me today?
I suppose I would just like to know if I can get the best contact information from you. Thank you.
All right. Yep, Mr. Garrett.
That way
So the
we can-
DA's office is in this courthouse downstairs on the basement garden level back in that corner.
Mhm.
And so you can go talk to them, Have you received all the discovery in your case yet? All the police reports, body on
Haven't
camera?
received nothing.
Okay, so that's your responsibility to go get that,
Sure.
but it's available for you.
Okay.
So you can go downstairs and obtain that information, okay?
Okay.
And I would recommend you do that.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions?
The particulars for this next date will be coming, how do I receive that information in writing?
I don't know exactly what you mean, but the
That's-
February 11 date,
Yeah.
we're calling it a status conference. We're gonna
Okay.
check on the blood test results. I'm gonna check with you to see if you've changed your mind about an attorney. I'm gonna check with Mr. Garrett to see if anything has changed about the case. And it's really just a check-in. And you may plead not guilty that day if you want to. That's your decision.
All right.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay. And again, just so you know, you can file things with the court, but they don't have any effect unless you file a motion asking me to do something based upon some legal argument.
Sure.
Okay.
And yeah, that is the reason I put those in there so that I could call upon them with motions.
Okay.
Between now and then, can I file motions?
You're always welcome to file motions. I will tell you, typically motions are handled at what's called a motions hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's normally after a person pleads not guilty,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not required to go that way. You can file a motion anytime you want.
Sure. And I can do that by mail.
Yes?
Yep.
But your motion does need to have a basis, a good faith, ethical, legal basis in both fact and law.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay?
Sure. Thank you. I'd like to, do everything as honorably and equitably as I'm able to, and hope we can come to a good closure of this case. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
The judge explains the defendant's rights, legal options, and what happens next. A future court date is set, and the hearing comes to a close. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.